Okay, so I'm gonna ask you some questions. So, one of our friends asked this video about how did you end up drag racing, let's say.
Well, I guess first start this off with is how I become into my passion for motorcycles because I come up through 4-H and FFA and show and livestock. But then when I was 17 years old, I had a three-wheeler and I traded for a 1978 Honda 185 motorcycle and started riding on dirt roads. And then a friend of mine that I come up with, they went motorcycle riding all the time. I wanted to go with them. So he had a 1981 550 Yamaha, and I bought it for $150, and it wasn't running, and me and him and his daddy got it all running and back together.
What age are you back then?
I was 18 years old.
18 years old, okay.
And then as soon as we got it running, we left and we went to Sturgis, Mississippi, and then rode it all the way back. And then the following weekend, I met a guy named Kevin Wiltshire, and he had a 1200 Yamaha VMAX, and I fell in love with that motorcycle and followed Kevin Wiltshire around. And then I wanted to get my motorcycle painted this dark gray. All my bikes has always been this dark gray right here, or had something that dark gray on them. And so we went to a guy's shop, and his name was Billy Smith. And Billy Smith started talking about drag racing, and Kevin Wiltshire was going to a track called Battlefield. First time to ever go to Battlefield. And we went down there, and me and Kevin Wiltshire started racing side by side. And later on that night, I met a gentleman named Ronnie Norris that had a drag racing Harley. And then I started going around with Ronnie and that drag bike he had and following him around. And that's how I become and started drag racing. But I started out drag racing cruisers, and then in '07, a friend of mine had a '07 1000, and then started racing '07 1000s or Extra 1000s. Went from there, and then I got out of it, and I was out of drag racing for a while, and all the way from probably '09 to 2012, and then 2012 I started building on the bike that you see in the trailer here, and I've been building on this bike ever since 2012. But it originally come out of New Orleans, and pretty much was a frame and a motor, and I built it from that, from being just a frame and motor, and been drag racing ever since. Steady, not quit since 2012.
So, can you tell me how many wins, everything since you started? Can you give a number? How many?
I don't keep up with it. I don't keep up with the wins. I just love doing it. We don't do it because for the wins.
Not for the wins, just a hobby, just for enjoyment.
That's my hobby.
Just your hobby. Is that your mistress?
That's what you call it, some mistress.
Okay. So, what is your advice for millennials, for young people nowadays about getting into motorcycle drag racing?
Well, find something you're good at and find something you enjoy doing, and it takes the stress away, and you'll be happy with it. But if you're stressed out and fighting it all the time, you're not going to be happy. That's my advice. Don't worry about winning. As far as you get into racing, just race your race, leave it on the track, and do it because you love it. Because if you get into it trying to win, I'm afraid you're going to be disappointed, and that's why they call it racing and not winning. But and it's nice to win every now and then. There's some enjoyment in that too. But the wins will come if it's if it's what you want to do and if it's your passion. But you got to work really hard at it. A lot of these videos is just us at the track. They don't show all the time and hours goes into building these bikes and keeping them up and running. that takes more time than anything. The track, is an enjoyment out of it. I would have to say, get a bike, get a number that you're happy with. This bike, when I first got it, I wanted to run 6.0s. Then I went and I wanted to run 5.80s, and I just kept stepping it like that. We run the 1/8 mile around here. That's 660 feet. But like I said, get somewhere you're happy with and you're comfortable, and take it from there.
All right. Thank you, hon. Love you.
Love you.
Advance happy birthday.
Happy birthday.